Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Emeka, and I'm here to take you on economics. The topic I'm about to take care of is business organization. Now, business organization. Business organization is a word cluster. Word cluster of what? Business and organization. What is business? Business is any activity, economic activity, one engaging in order to provide service for exchange for cash or profits. While organization are a group of people who have come together under a similar umbrella of creating a particular service to ensure that their predetermined goal is being achieved. Now, putting them together as both of them, business organization. Business organization is any group of people or entity that comes together, pool resources together in order to create service or render utility to people for exchange for profit or profit equivalent. Now we have business organization is divided into two. We have the private enterprise and the public enterprise. Here we have the public enterprise. Here we have the private enterprise. Now let me take care of the public enterprise. The public enterprise or public corporation are businesses that are owned by the government, owned and funded by the government, mainly for provision or creation of essential amenities and services to the masses. They are created not to make profit, although we can arguably say that some part of them are created to make profit, but not going to one person's pocket. It's going to the public coffer. Now, example of public corporation are in Nigeria. We have NTA, National Television Authority. We have NNPC. We have National Water Corporation, and also we have National Broadcasting Corporation. These are public corporation. They are there to create services for the masses. On the other hand, we have private enterprise. Private enterprise. Now, examples of private enterprise, they are majorly three. We have the business aspects. The business aspects are the ones that concerns business, which are the sole proprietorship and partnership. Then the next one is company. So we have sole proprietorship, partnership, and company. Now let me take it one after the other. Sole proprietorship simply means one man business. It means one man business. It means a situation whereby a single entity or an individual provides capital and all the resources needed to create a business in order to make profit. In order to make profit. While when we talk about sole proprietorship, one of the advantage of sole proprietorship is the sole proprietor enjoys the profit alone. He enjoys the profit alone, and also he enjoys the recognition alone, and he enjoys the control of the business. He also directs the business, and he fashions the business in his own taste. When we talk about the disadvantage of sole proprietorship, the disadvantage of sole proprietorship is he bears the risk alone. When the business dies, when the owner of the business dies, the business dies. And some other disadvantages. Now let's talk about briefly. I just want to breeze through it to concise it so that it will go straight forward. Then the next one is partnership. Partnership is a type of business in which more than one individual comes together, or group of people, not more than 2 to 20 persons, pool resources together in order to create a business venture for the main purpose of making profits. For the main purpose of making profits. That is partnership. Then let's talk about company. Companies. Oh, we hear companies. You can also call it firm. If you want to call it a firm, you can call it a firm. You can call it a companies. Any word you wish to use, you can use. So we have different types of companies. I know you know a lot of companies around like Brewills and others, but let's look at them. they have different categories, they have different types of companies. That is what I want to let you know about. The first one is what? Private limited liability company. Private limited liability companies are those companies whose their security are not listed in the stock exchange. There are those smaller companies that at the end of the companies, they normally have this particular symbol at the end of the name of their company, LTD. Any company you see LTD at the end is a private limited liability company. They don't require huge capital as such. And the number that must involve in the number of the members in private limited liability companies should not be below 2 to 50 persons. The members, according to the CAC, companies, according to the law of CAMA, Company and Allied Matters Act 1990, the members of a private limited liability company should not be more than what? 2 to 50 persons. And at the end of private limited liability companies, it carries this tag, LTD. And again, their securities are not listed in the stock exchange because it's not big enough for people to subscribe. And there is only what we have, the kind of share we have in the private limited liability company is only ordinary shares, which is not out there for subscription. So they have a smaller board of directors, they have a smaller group of people, unit of people owning it and running the affairs, and their shares is not what? Subscribed. As their shares are not to be subscribed and it's not enlisted in the stock exchange. Let me not take more time on that. The next one is public private limited liability company. Now the fact that there is public here does not mean that it is a public corporation. It's also what? It is also a private firm. It is also a private company. Now public limited liability company are any company you see PLC at the back of the name, PLC. So public limited liability companies are those companies that in which their security are being enlisted in the stock exchange. That is to say, people can come and buy share in public limited liability company. Unlike private limited liability company where people are not allowed to buy shares. So public limited liability company is bigger. The number of those, the member, according to CAMA 1990, should not be less than 7. It is 7 to infinity. 7 to infinity. Which means the whole nation can be an owner of a PLC company. The whole nation can decide to buy share in that company and own that company. That is what public limited liability company is all about. Then let's take the next one. The next one is companies limited by guarantee. Companies limited by guarantee is more or like clubs. It's more or like NGOs. NGOs, clubs, in which people come together, bring out their resources, they take care of the liability by themselves. That is to say, and the essence, let me clear one part about this liability. I've been saying liability all along. Probably you might not get what liability simply means. Liability means liable to take care of what? Damages. That is what it means. Liability at event of winding up. At event of winding up. Winding up simply means liquidation. It means when the company comes to an end. Who is going to pay for those liabilities? Those liable to pay for any uprising cost at the event of winding up. That's what liability is all about. Now, the one for private limited liability, it means only those people that provided, those few people. There are people that are limited as you can count who will pay for what? The damages or any cost of liquidation. The reason why public limited liability, the one for public limited liability, you cannot easily tell who is going to pay because the number range is enormous. It is much because it is open for everybody to come and subscribe. So liability that determines all this company, it means who is going to take care of the cost of liquidation. Now, this one, companies limited by guarantee, simply means those people who provided it, those people who provided the money to create this company, like NGOs and others, are the ones who are going to what? Take care of, they've written it down, and we are going to take care of what? The liabilities in case of winding up. So they pay what they call what? Subscription. They pay what they call what? Subscription, and they get their money based on donations and other things. That is what company limited by guarantee is. Then the last one is cooperative companies. Cooperative companies. Cooperative companies are a group of companies who sells similar products but decide to come together to create something like a union in order to have a stronger voice, in order to have the power to manipulate the market. That is what cooperative company is. Under cooperative company, we have firms like cooperative farmers, we have cooperative bank organizations, we have cooperative agricultural producers, and everybody. We have cooperative. An example of cooperative company is OPEC. That is an example. I'm not saying it's a cooperative company. What I'm saying is OPEC it simulates a cooperative company, because it is only those oil producing companies, oil producing countries that are members of OPEC, which means they all produce oil. Are you getting me? So they get to be a member of OPEC. But when we talk about companies, are companies that are what? They are producing similar things. They decide to come together, put resources together in order to ensure that they have a say in the market or have the power to drive the price. I think I'm going to stop here for now. I believe I've been able to make it easier for you to understand. This is just one of the video. You can click the button, like, and you can share. And also, we are also here to give you more of this video. My name is Emeka. Good day.